at it forever.
Okay, I've seen enough.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Kailea. We're here to watch 2 more episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So we're gonna get right into this reaction. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz. And remember to stay hydrated. Today I have matcha. And let's get into it. Book 1, Water, Chapter 11, The Great Divide. Boy, do I know people have thoughts about this episode.
Sokka, you're supposed to put the tarp on top of the tent. You know, so we don't get rained on.
Ordinarily, you'd be right. But seeing how it's the dry season, you're not.
What if it does rain?
What if it doesn't? Then I would've put
I
the
feel like I'd be the kind of person, if I was like camping, I'd be like right in between.
Why don't you worry about
I like being overprepared, but also I like having comfort, so I get both of their sides.
You don't like my firewood.
Fine by me. If you're not gonna do your job.
Why would you take the tent down?
Hey, where's the campfire? And what happened to the tent?
Exactly, Aang.
Miss Know-it-all.
Okay.
They're such siblings.
Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will. Why don't you just switch jobs? Sounds good.
Aang's wiseness is already kicking in.
Settling feuds and making peace. All in a day's work for the Avatar.
He's pretty good at it. Oh my goodness, Momo.
Come on, Momo, that's fair. Appa's got 5 stomachs.
That is fair. Momo, how... His greed sickens me.
Great divide. Wow. I could just stare at it forever.
Okay, I've seen enough.
That's the end of the video. Those are one of the best jokes in the series because it perfectly sums up the entire episode.
I was here first. He's an earthbender, and the only way in and out of the canyon is with his help. And he's taking my
Sokka.
tribe across next. You wouldn't be calm if the Fire Nation destroyed your home and forced you to flee. My whole
I mean,
tribe
yeah.
has to walk thousands of miles to the capital city of Ba Sing Se.
You're a
Ba Sing Se.
Tell me something I don't know.
The displacement all of these people have to go through.
A bunch of low-life thieves. They've been the enemies of my tribe for 100 years.
This beef is so petty and intense.
That's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang.
I can't guide people who aren't here.
Wait, here they come.
They weren't even that far behind. Let's be for real.
I mean, we're refugees too, and we've got sick.
We're all refugees. Can we agree on that?
We've got old people who are weary from traveling.
Zhans wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
This is crazy.
Things weren't so clean. Maybe you wouldn't live to be so old.
That's crazier.
But you could share the Earthbender and travel together?
Seems like the easiest solution.
By the Fire Nation, then
But they would rather die than do that.
Appa here with fire sticking elbowing across.
You imagine if Aang went Avatar state right there? That would have been hilarious.
You'll have to do this on your own.
Appa's such a good boy.
Are you sure it's a good idea getting involved in this?
I'm not sure. But when have I ever been? He's the
That's
Avatar.
so right.
Making peace between people is his job.
no food allowed in the canyon.
I hope you could at least have water, if anything. You can go a while without food, but you cannot go a long time without water. I don't know. I would rather be...
All food better be in your gut.
I don't even want to have to think about that kind of situation, but I probably would not want to go without food for a long time. So yeah, I'd probably...
Appa's gonna take good care of you till we get there.
Bye, Appa. The convenience of having an earthbender. Wonder what other earth spirits there are other than... Badger moles are like physical, not spiritual. But they're also earthbenders too, so... No, 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 no. Big no. No, thank you, no. I am so traumatized by pests. No, these are a big no. Katara using the water whip. Aang with the tornado. Nah.
Their arms. They're broken. We're trapped in this canyon.
That dolly zoom though, that was actually real nice. That's a nice touch. I'm telling you, if Aang would have gone Avatar state in these little moments, it would have been so funny. That doesn't sound right saying it like this, knowing how it shows up later, but I'm thinking comedy, alright.
So, you guys aren't gonna put up your tarps?
What for? It's the dry season.
You really think it'll rain?
No, but you can never be too careful, right?
I'd rather be overprepared than underprepared. Greed! Your greed sickens me too.
Was an Earthbender warrior who was assigned an important duty, transporting our sacred ore from the great eastern gate to the great western gate.
Jinwei looking so majestic.
But as he approached the gate, Jinwei was attacked by one of the Yang. That coward Wei Jin knocked Jinwei to the ground and stole our sacred ore. Our people have
Somewhere in history, that story had to have been so skewed. I always liked how the animation style was different between their stories.
Of our village, when he saw a figure in the distance, noble Wei Jin stopped to help him. Jin Wei was transporting a sacred orb, but as Wei Jin crossed the border to return the orb into Ganjin territory, he was arrested.
It's always kind of irked me how we never really knew what the real history was between them. Because it's so easy to see how they would have gotten their stories, like, mixed up.
Please, everyone, as soon as we get out of here, we can eat, and then go our separate ways. But I need you all to put your heads together and figure out a way up this cliff. Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is right.
Yes, perhaps he is.
Harsh words will never solve our problems.
That's not what he meant.
Action will.
They're pretty clean with it. All the food. They got him so worked up.
You guys put your lives in danger because you couldn't go without a snack for a day? You're all
He's right.
awful.
What you gonna do, Wang? Nah. I couldn't do that. No, no. Look at everyone working together now. Was that so hard? If that was my only way out, I wouldn't be happy about it, but if it works, it works. Look at the animation on that sky. It's really nice.
Too bad we can't rewrite history.
Okay.
Stole our sacred ore.
Jinwei? Wei Jin? I know those guys. Jinwei had the ball and was running toward the goal when he fell.
They're so cute.
Wei Jin didn't steal the ball. He picked it up and started running it back toward the other goal. But he stepped out of bounds. So the official put him in the penalty.
Panda.
Not for
Is that Panda from
stealing,
JJK?
for 2 short minutes. As soon as someone got the ball from one goal to the other, everyone would yell, "Redemption!"
Aang is a master manipulator.
Slav, and Jinwei was a little stuffy. That much is true. But they respected each other's differences enough to share the same playing field.
All in a day's work for the Avatar.
See you, boy.
Let us travel to the Earth Kingdom capital as one tribe.
They should call their new tribe the Jangjins.
Or you could call it lying.
What?
You know, even though Aang lied about it, it's technically not far-fetched.
Starving.
I mean, I don't know. Considering the fact that Aang is over 100 years old, but then again, their beef was probably older than that, so, I mean, yeah. I wonder if anyone would have figured it out. We're gonna jump right into the next episode, but just, I mean, look, I know the thoughts about the Great Divide. I know that people think this is like a very skippable episode in book 1. And as much as I understand that, yeah, by the textbook definition, it is like a filler episode, I still think this episode was good for the development of Aang in terms of figuring out how to start resolving conflict and all of that. He's beginning to step into his social role as the Avatar, keeping balance, helping people. I think it was good for him, but everything else and all other details aside, yes, it is kind of filler-esque, but we're here for all of it. I will not be skipping anything, so in Sokka's words, okay, I've seen enough. Book 1, Water, Chapter 12, The Storm. This is one of my favorite episodes of Book 1. Dream sequence. Sokka's on the glider. Katara's on Momo. Macchiato. Oh, it hurts. Man. And that shot of Ozai really quick was terrible. Terrifying.
Bad dream. You seem to be having a lot of nightmares lately. You want to tell me about it? I think I just need some rest.
You guys want to hear about my dream?
Man, poor Sokka. But yeah, this is where we really start to see the trauma that Aang has gone through.
Well, we better
And everything that's on his shoulders.
because we're out of food. What happened in your dream?
Food eats people.
Now that would be crazy.
Momo could talk. You said some very unkind things.
There is a storm coming. A big one.
You're out of your mind, Uncle. The weather's perfect.
Storm
It's always the calm before the storm.
I suggest we alter our course and head southwest.
We know the Avatar's traveling northward, so we will do the same.
Prince Zuko, consider the safety of the crew.
The safety of the crew doesn't matter.
Ooh. Those are some choice words.
Avatar is far more important than any individual's safety.
Now those are fighting words.
He doesn't mean that. He's just all worked up.
Uncle is always so quick to speak so kindly about everybody.
Perfect, I'm telling you.
I don't know if I like the sound of that swishing.
I don't either.
Means it's right.
I don't think I've ever heard a watermelon swish like that. If that's a watermelon, I'm pretty sure it
Out
is.
of food and out of money.
You could get a job, smart guy.
My joints say there's going to be a storm.
That's like how people can feel it before it's gonna rain, like in their bones. I don't necessarily feel that, but I always thought it's cool how some people sort of have that like sixth sense.
Pay him double what you get.
I'll go.
You're hired.
I wish getting a job was that easy.
Dog. And he's paying double.
Double? Who told you that nonsense?
It's exactly how they lie on what's on the application. So sad. Then you get into the interview and it's not at all like the application.
Better learn some respect, or I will teach it to you.
Boy, let's just all calm down. No, Iroh in the back is like, don't go there.
Everyone around here, from your hardworking crew to your esteemed uncle, shows you know nothing about respect.
Those are fighting words, bro. Let's relax here. Enough.
Enough.
That steam coming from just their wrist touching.
Sure, after a bowl of noodles, everyone will feel much better.
I'm with Uncle on this. I would feel better after some
I
noodles.
don't need your help keeping order on my ship.
Uncle's always there, dude. Wake up. He's trying to help you.
This isn't such a good idea.
You're the Avatar, ain't you?
That's right.
Well, don't be so smiley about it. The Avatar disappeared for 100 years. You turned your back on the world. And I guess I must have imagined the last 100 years of war and suffering.
I hate this. Look at, they used the dolly zoom again.
No, he has done nothing but help people and save lives since I met him. It's not his fault he disappeared, right, Aang?
Oh.
What's wrong?
And Aang is like, his character is known for running away throughout the series. He has so much survivor's guilt.
This one time, I was.
Man, nobody wants to listen to Sokka and his stories or his dreams.
I'm sorry for running away. It's okay. Well, it's kind of a long story. First, you form the ball. Then you gotta get on quick.
And Aang's invention is what got him his airbending tattoos. You knew Aang was special from the start.
Where'd you learn that trick, Aang? I made it up. Wow!
Oh my gosh.
You know it's me.
It makes me so emotional. I'm like tearing up already. It makes me so emotional to see how lively the Southern Air Temple was.
Those were some of my favorite toys when I was little.
The toys you picked were the 4 Avatar relics.
Normally, we would have told you of your identity when you turned 16, but there are troubling signs.
I fear that war may be upon us, young Avatar.
We need you, Aang.
He was so young.
Sick of taking his orders. Tired of chasing his avatar.
It's okay. May I join you? Try to understand. My nephew is a complicated young man.
Pre-Scar Zuko.
These meetings are dreadfully boring.
If I'm gonna rule this nation one day, don't you think I need to start learning as much as I can?
Very well. But you must promise not to speak.
Thank you, Uncle.
So I am recommending 41st Division.
But the 41st is entirely new recruits. How do you expect them to defeat a powerful Earth Kingdom battalion?
I don't. They'll be used
It's just
as a
evil.
diversion while we mount an attack from the rear. What better to use as bait than fresh meat?
The disrespect.
Sacrifice an entire division like that? Those soldiers love and defend our nation. How can you betray them?
Zuko, that was the one thing Uncle told you not to do.
It's not his place to speak out. And there were dire consequences.
And also, just the parallels, the storytelling.
I didn't know how to feel about it.
It's always been Aang and Zuko's story.
When I found out, everything began changing. What's going on?
Now that you're the Avatar, it's kind of an unfair advantage for whichever team you're on.
But I'm still the same.
But how? He's only an airbender.
I can't play?
That's the only fair way.
You know, I hate to think how Aang felt so lonely upon finding out that he was the Avatar. Because then his friends don't even want to play with him. He's got this big responsibility on his shoulders. I just feel so bad. But I'm glad he has Gyatso.
And when he gets his butt kicked at Pai Sho.
Gyatso was always a good guardian to him.
It was an act of complete disrespect. And there was only one way to resolve this. When he turned to face his opponent, he was surprised to see it was not the general. Zuko had spoken out against the general's plan. But by doing so in the Fire Lord's war room, it was the Fire Lord whom he had disrespected. Zuko knew his own father.
Worst father in the history of fathers.
Something worse happened.
You and Aang must be separated. The Avatar will be sent away to the Eastern Air Temple to complete his training.
It is so sad because Gyatso was the last person that Aang had.
That's awful, Aang. I don't know what to say. How could they do that to me? They wanted to take away everything I knew and everyone I loved. Whoa!
Rightful Avatar state moment.
I'm sorry I got so mad. I was afraid and confused.
Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying.
Dude.
I'm not going to let them take you away from me.
I never saw the actor again.
It's so sad.
Next thing I knew, I was waking up in your arms after you found me in the iceberg. My people needed me and I wasn't there to help. You don't know what would have. The world needed me and I wasn't there to help.
The survivor's guilt is real.
I did turn my back on the world.
Even if you did run away, I think it was meant to be. If you had stayed, you would have been killed along with all the other airbenders.
You don't know that.
The world needs you now. You give people hope.
And you were meant to meet Katara and Sokka and all the other people you're gonna meet.
When Prince Zuko saw that it was his father who had come to duel him, he begged for mercy.
Please, Father, I only had the Fire Nation's best interest at heart. I'm sorry I spoke out of turn. I am your loyal son.
And fight, Prince Zuko. You will learn respect and suffering will be your future. I look forward.
You got the ops in the back and Iroh. Can't even watch.
I always thought that Prince Zuko was in a training accident.
Zuko had shown shameful weakness. As punishment, he was banished and sent to capture the Avatar. Only then could he return with his honor.
So that's why he's so obsessed.
And Ozai knew. that all the previous Fire Lords had failed in finding him. So it was more like he was just sending Zuko away.
The Avatar gives Zuko hope.
This is a heavy-handed episode.
Where's Sokka? They haven't returned. They should have been back by now. And this storm is becoming a typhoon.
I'm going to find them.
I'm going with you.
I'm staying here.
She's got the right idea. Look at Uncle! He knew that was coming too. He could smell it. Good job, Zuko. Going! You know, it terrifies me to think about how big waves are in storms that are just like over the ocean.
What do you want to do, sir? Let him go. We need to get this ship to safety.
Hey, we must head directly into the eye of the storm.
That's real. He's quick with the water bending! Oh, that's a big wave. Fly! Oh no! No, I love the ocean, but from a safe distance. Let's go, Aang. Lock in. It's like, not today. I'm not letting what happened before happen now. I wonder if that's actually a thing, like traveling in the eye of the storm. Oh, that stare off. It's like, I'll let you go just this once, but I'm still hot on your trail. Yes, he does.
Oh, what if instead of an apology, I give him a free fish and we call it even?
I'm here now and I'm going to make the most of it.
If you weren't here now, well, I guess I wouldn't be either. Thank you for saving my life.
Good, a thank you was in order. The sunshine comes after the rain. Oh. The storm episode has always made me emotional. Every time I rewatch it, I'm always tearing up or nearly crying because of just how painful the stories of Zuko and Aang are. This show has always been about both of their stories and how they parallel each other and how they're intertwined, and it's just a really great example of storytelling. And it's one of the really strong feats about this show. I think sometimes, and I will probably be saying this a lot, we always are quick to forget that Aang is just 12-year-old boy, 112 years old technically, but he went through so much when he found out that he was the Avatar, and he lost all of his friends because they wouldn't play with him. But it's like, guys, come on, he only knows airbending. Technically, because he was the only one out of the other airbending kids that had his master tattoos, wouldn't have that already been an unfair advantage? So I'm like, come on. You know, he had Gyatso, of course, but then the monks said that him and Gyatso have to be separated. Aang overheard that and he ran away, and that's how he ended up getting caught out in a storm, froze himself, Katara found him. It's just so incredibly tragic what has happened to Aang, and it will forever like hold such a deep and passionate place in my heart. I will always feel bad for him. I will always mourn and feel that grief for the airbenders and the entirety of the culture. It was such a beautiful thing that we got to see in glimpses, but it's just so sad that it is not there anymore. And in episodes like The Storm, you really feel it. And then on the other side, we have Zuko's story. He spoke out of turn during a war meeting and really angered his father by doing that. But I mean, Zuko was right. They wanted to send in the 41st Division, who were new recruits, but just the fact that Zuko spoke out of turn, Ozai saw that in itself was disrespectful. So they had an Agni Kai. Zuko begged for mercy. Ozai burned him and then sent him on a wild goose chase, essentially, to hunt down the Avatar. Which is a crazy thing because he probably knew that that was almost an impossible task. didn't think that it was actually going to happen. And so he just, he was basically sending Zuko away. Worst father in the history of fathers. This episode lays out a lot of Zuko and Aang's character. Zuko is not just this bad guy. He's not the villain. He's got layers. He has a story as to why he is the way that he is. And Aang has his very real fears and guilt that he harbors, his trauma. It plays a very significant role in his character development too. And so, oh my god, it's just so good. The one line I will never be able to get out of my head was when Ozai told Zuko that suffering will be your teacher. That is such a heavy quote and piece of dialogue to drop in a show like this, but it just shows how incredibly layered that statement goes in the future. Zuko's growth and development just goes far beyond anybody could have expected. Little seeds that they're planting now is like huge payoff in the future. So while I pull myself together, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all very soon for the next one, and hope you have a beautiful day. Bye!